Of course, understanding the game, building the business, start profiting, grow and scale the business is the matrix that you want to get into. Okay. Understand the game. I want to say almost from day one when we started, I tried to break down the game to where you understood what Turo was and how global of a brand Turo is. Okay. Turo is not just Atlanta, Houston, Miami, California, whatever. No, it's global. And all those links that we put in there on the study hall. So obviously start from the beginning and go backwards, right? As you watch the class again, when you look at the link that we put up that showed and this is all Turo links too. Well, there's a few that aren't, but it's industry related. So Turo as a brand, right, is global. So Dubai, Manila, Philippines, South America, Russia, everywhere there's Turo, everywhere. So when you look at the company as a global brand, now you know how to operate. It's not just something that you can put some fancy cars on, right? So definitely go back and look at the replays. They give you some context, okay? Um, so when we started, we say, hey, we're going to do an intro to Turo, building a strong Turo business, managing the business, growing it, navigating the legal and the insurance side. Now that part, it was really boring, I'll be honest, but it was funny because it brought a lot of questions. And one of the main questions that kind of came into it, Turo does offer you insurance. So you can get a commercial policy on your own. Definitely watch the class and look at the little tidbits that I gave. Turo does have its own insurance. They got a 60 plan down to 90. The 60 costs more, but it gives you more coverage. Okay. Um, the hold on. The 90 costs less, but if you look at what it gives you, it's not bad. And I think as a starter, understanding your numbers. And last week I did put the profit and loss statement in there. So that is a study hall too. That profit and loss statement gave you an idea to see how much your expenses were going to be. Right. So we got 24 people in here. All of y'all going to have a business of some sort. That profit and loss statement you can use if you had a catering business, if you had medical supply business, if you had a construction site. It's a starter, right? How much revenue am I bringing in? Where are my expenses at? What's my net, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Whatever business you're going into, please couple that with that statistics link that I put up. It gave you, one of the ladies were asking, one of the earners was asking, because how do I know what question to ask? How do I know what data to go to? Well, there's a link that Turo gives you, and there's a link that I gave you that really goes into this industry and others to where you can plug it in. It'll show you exactly what you're missing, and it gives you the data that's missing. And when I say data that's missing, how much of the cars, we talked about auctions compared to this, compared to that. You're a business owner now. So buying a car as best at wholesale price as possible is always going to be a better route to go. If you're going to purchase it from a bank, if it's a repo or whatever, I think Bank of America has a situation. Understand that banks will make their profit too. So if I can get it from a wholesale situation like an auction, which you don't always have to have a license for, you'll be able to see how that works to your benefit. Okay. The insurance policy, what works to your benefit, what's best for you. Okay. Don't try to go cheap and not understand the dynamics of it. This is why I like this class so much. So week 3, we went through a lot of the legal navigation, insurance, best practices. Don't let that, and so I can speak to this later on if you like. Let's go, like, once I get done with this, I'd love for you to pop in if you can and give them your perspective that you got, one, from the class, but then 2, what you've seen in the industry as the one that's there. Real quick, before we go too much further, I know a lot of you guys are first timers here. Out of the first timers, who here already has a Turo style business in existence right now? Out of the 30, because out of me, Mercedes, and Saw, everybody else here, 30 people. Let's get 30 answers real quick. How many of you guys already have a business? Have you started one? Is it old, new? Let me know. So I kind of get a landscape of who I'm talking to. It's going to give me a better idea for my next couple of questions. Okay, 2 years, got it. Okay, okay. I got about 25 more answers. Let's see what we got. Okay. And I would like, okay, 13. Okay, all right, bet. It's okay. Cool. Got it. Love it. Okay, so we got a nice cornucopia, folks. From none to how many years? 13. I'm saying this for the folks on the that's on the replay as well. So Will's got 13 years. Saul's been in for a minute working on personal credit. Okay. Now I like the fact that you brought up working on personal credit, and I'm glad it's kind of a recap class. The credit part is, and again, say you buy it wholesale or you go to a credit union or whomever, and you get that cashier's check on the financing side. So you let the credit union fund you. They maybe had the best rate. I'm just giving this as an example, right? They got the best rate. They allows you to come in and get it at a certain interest rate. If your credit is 6, whatever, right? And it has some things that need to be cleaned up, go do that. And do that like immediately to get yourself into an A-rated credit situation. Because that fixed cost in that insurance can hurt you. It really, truly can hurt you. And you don't want an expense to hurt you out the gate. I don't care if you've been in business 2 days, 2 years, 20 years. That credit situation can hurt you with that insurance rate. You're paying 17% compared to paying 9%. Now we're in an inflationary market. Please understand this is going to be here for a minute. Take the COVID numbers out of it when it comes to inflation. And I want y'all to start understanding what is normal inflation, what is higher than normal inflation, what is higher than average, and where we are now. And if you can purchase a vehicle, cash would be great. Okay, that's not always the best because I would rather you leverage some and let that cash sit on the sideline. That's a smarter play to have and let that leverage work yourself through. But 17, 20% interest compared to 7, 8, or 9 is a heck of a difference in payments, a heck of a difference in payments. So please be careful with that. Have 2, but not, okay, 2 years, not yet. Okay, workforce credit, great. Research my market at the moment. I like that. I'm glad. Definitely go back if you hadn't watched all the replay, Dahlia, if I'm saying it incorrectly. Please research the market. I got some nice links that help with that. Okay. 3rd year. Turo. Okay. Cool. Just going through the comments real fast to get context with y'all. So I appreciate y'all responding for sure. And we have some giveaways that I gave away that they'll be getting this private tomorrow. I'll drop those links. So we did, I did 2 people that were kind of head of the class, if you will. And so I was going to be the one that's going to get it over this whole course. So I'm going to give away a free course to her. And there's another young lady who got it as well. So if y'all are here tomorrow, there's going to be some free giveaways for tomorrow too. But I can't say it because some of y'all first timers, so I got to kind of re-indoctrinate the first timers. So if we get involvement, Q&A gets going, y'all answer questions. I might just pull somebody just because they asked a good question. Being active does have its rewards.